What is up, guys? Monster Jam Fanatic here. Today I have a quite special video for you guys. So if you guys may not know already, I went to the Monster Jam show in Landover, Maryland this past weekend. It was a very good show. A bunch of solid drivers were there and they all threw down. And a couple days before Landover, I had an idea that I wanted to do a little Q&A with each driver in the pit party. I wanted to interview them for you guys. So if you guys didn't see, I left the poll the night before Landover and I asked you guys what questions you wanted me to ask each driver, and I told you guys I wouldn't do the questions and answers if I didn't have at least one question for each driver. Some drivers may have a follow-up question, and I ended up getting a question for every driver, at least one question, within like 2 hours. So I appreciate that, guys. I was able to make this video happen, and at first I was gonna do it just by myself, but my friend Mac ended up getting the VIP access. I didn't. I was just at the normal pit party, which I would not be able to meet everyone during the normal pit party. I would have probably only met the Andersons alone because their lines were so long. By the time I was done probably waiting in their lines, I wouldn't have been able to meet anyone else. So that said, I told Mac to get half of the interviews and I would get the second half once I got there at the pit party. He got 6 of them. Well, in fact, he got 5, and then he let Avengers Racing, I'm sure all you guys know who Avengers Racing is, he interviewed Bryce Kenny. So he interviewed 5 people. I interviewed 4. It was supposed to be 6, of course, but the Andersons line got shut off an hour and a half before the pit party even ended. That was super unexpected and it was super annoying, but I still had a quick word with them. You probably wouldn't even understand what we were talking about. It's an inside joke between me and the Andersons and my friend group, but we still got a little word with them nonetheless. I didn't wait in line. I just felt like bold, and I walked up to them. So you'll see that at the end of the video, but I interviewed 4 of the drivers, waited in line. They had really good answers, really cool video, really nice responses. I'll stop rambling now. Hope you guys enjoy the video. This is now like a collaboration video, kind of. I didn't really plan for that, but it is, so here we go. Hope you guys enjoy.
Alright guys, so I am here with Ryan Disheroon, the driver of Saigon Shaker, and my question for you is, what was it like debuting the brand new Saigon Shaker body this year in Seattle?
Man, I'll tell you what, it was a thrill for us and my whole team. We built this brand new chassis. It's a Gen X chassis. Basically, we built this to be a race truck, man. It's a real race car out there. We're trying to win, and that's our competitive edge. We're fabricators, We built our own truck right at the metal shop, and to be able to show that off and do so good with it, that very first show so far away, I gotta tell you, man, it was pretty awesome.
So I'm with Mike Christensen. My question for you is, since your father has driven the most amount of trucks out of any driver, what has been your favorite, and what has been the difference between crewing for Lindsey Wink and Crusader and owning and fixing, driving your own truck? So what's the biggest difference?
The biggest difference is crewing for someone. When I crewed for Lindsey, I crewed under Monster Jam. Yeah. And so I worked for Monster Jam for 6 years. That was kind of the motivation I needed to no longer have a boss. And so I actually went and worked for Jim Cretan for 3 years, drove Iron Outlaw, before I made the transition of teaming up with my brother and creating Throttle Monsters.
So how many trucks have you driven so far?
In my career,
3 or 4?
probably, no, it's probably 12, 15.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
That's awesome.
I drove Batman for Monster Jam a couple times. I filled in for Norm Miller. I drove Monster Energy for Damon Bradshaw.
So what's your favorite bin that you've driven so far?
Other than my truck, this is probably the funnest truck I've drove, would be Monster Energy.
Oh,
that truck just had power, and it hooked up and it steered. Like it was an awesome piece.
That's awesome. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Alright guys, so I am here with Bari Musauer, the driver of Zombie, and my question for you is, what has been your secret to success this year in the freestyle competition?
Well, I can't give away all my secrets, but I can tell you that planning my run actually works for me to be able to, not search on the track for the next obstacle. I already kind of have it in my mind where I'm going to go, and hopefully the truck holds together and we can pull it off.
Alright, so how was it like completing your first backflip last weekend? Like, how did you feel after it?
Well, that wasn't my first backflip. That was my first backflip for Monster Jam off of a trench box.
Oh.
But I've probably done 20 or 30 of them.
Really?
For Mike when I drove Red Solo truck and Equalizer.
Oh, you drove Red Solo? I did not know that.
Yep.
I used to see that back in the day.
So I might be new for Monster Jam, but I've been doing this for 12 years.
It's a really nice looking truck. I love the vibrant colors. It looks very nice.
I appreciate it. Yeah, it's off of my granddad's pool tractor, so
Awesome.
it's kind of same paint scheme for that.
Awesome. I appreciate it.
Yep, no problem.
Alright guys, so I am here with Matt Pagliarulo, the driver of Jester. And my question for you is, out of all the different Jester paint schemes you've driven, whether it be the orange one or the green or the new red one or the blue, what has been your favorite one to drive?
My favorite to drive is the blue. The red we debuted a couple weeks ago at World Finals, and we like the red. The red looks good. Maybe we're going to see that truck in 2023. You never know. But definitely my favorite paint scheme of all the designs has been the blue.
All right. So my question for you is, what was the inspiration behind the new Velociraptor truck, like the concept of it?
Well, I mean, we had Jurassic Attack, and everybody loved Jurassic Attack and the dinosaurs, so we figured why not make another dinosaur?
Yeah, it looks good. This is sick. I never thought I'd see a truck like this. It's amazing. You did a good job on it.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, I love it too. I saw it get revealed at World Finals. It looks awesome.
Yeah, it came out pretty good.
All right, guys, I am here with Nick Pagliarulo, the driver of Kraken. And my question for you is, what was it like for your experience at your first ever Monster Jam World Finals?
It was a lot of fun, you know. Going there in my hometown in Orlando, Florida, it was a blast. A lot of friends and family came out. Racing was unbelievable. We had a great time. We didn't make it as far as we wanted to. And then freestyle, we unfortunately had an electrical issue. And we were ready to tear it up and have some fun. But we got it all fixed up and we're ready for Landover this weekend. And we cannot wait to have some fun with you guys.
Your question was, since some of your first big-time stadium performances were in 2018 when you filled in for Brian Mahan, what was the difference between the Whiplash, Dalmatian, and stabilizer bodies?
Each truck was different. The visibility from the truck was different. So every time you switch truck, you have to get used to it. So Dalmatian, I was definitely really comfortable, especially in 19.
Yeah.
I feel like me and my crew were really a good team, so the performance really show up. So this year has been a challenge because it's a different chassis. It's a little bit taller. The visibility is not that great out of that truck, but I love the way the chassis is responding when I drive.
It looks so good. It's cool that you had the opportunity to drive something like this, but in my opinion, I think you fit Dalmatian the most.
Yeah,
you mind if I get a photo with you?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, Bryce Kenny, the fans want to know out there. They want to know, if Monster Jam and drag racing were to stop, what other automotive sport would you do?
Karting. Yep, yeah, I think the sprint cars are awesome. Or the little midgets, you know, that Tony Stewart just won the Hall of Fame for. I think those are so cool. Like all the dirt track stuff, and I think it's the culture. I think all the dirt track culture is what would like get me so pumped up. But I grew up when my family owned a drag strip in Kentucky, and at the very end of the track there was a round track dirt track. And so after every Friday night, we would do, you know, just a test and tune type thing on Friday. And then when the week closed up the track, we would all go to the very end of the track, stand up on these big tires that were in the shutdown area and watch the dirt track races. That's awesome. That's what I would do. If both of those sports somehow miraculously shut down, I'd be a dirt track racer.
That's one of the coolest sports on planet Earth. That's Bryce Kenny.
All right, guys, and the last driver here today is Mark List, the driver of El Toro Loco. And my question for you is, if you were not driving the orange El Toro Loco, would you have liked to have driven the black, yellow, the original red, or the ice El Toro Loco?
Definitely like the black version of Toro Loco. I got a helmet strap almost like on the black scheme too, so definitely that would be the one I would like to be driving if that's a possibility.
Wait, hey Ryan, real quick, can you? I can't option something real quick.
No, it's alright. It's alright.
Can I give?
They come on a lot of shows.
Can you give us a quick shout out to Mall Dance real quick? Just
Mall
one.
Dance?
Yes.
What's up, Mall Dance? Ryan Anderson, driver of Son of a Digger. You better be here next Monster Jam.
All right, wait, Adam, real quick, can you say Mall Dance, man?
Oh my gosh, right
That's
now?
where you
just say,
have
no, just go like,
definitely
just go like,
Listen, we also have Matt over here. Now, Matt
Thank
is
you. Thank you.